Hey guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar, and today we're going to be talking about a very specific weapon augment for the Harpak from level 20 of the brand new Nightwave. I don't know, Arlo's Adventure or something. You get Exposing Harpoon. Pulling an enemy will give 300% critical chance for 10 seconds. A couple of notes about this weapon augment. You can also trade for it, right? If you don't want to do Nightwave, you can buy it off of somebody. They're not super expensive, and that bonus is not additive after. So it works like Argon Scope would work for the most part. Now let's have a look at the Harpak and what kind of build we're going to be doing for it together with this brand new weapon augment. First of all, the base critical chance of the Harpak is going to be 20% for your primary and secondary 25%. Now the Harpoon is not normally used to take out enemies, not really. You just use it for a bit of crowd control if you're in trouble, if you actually need that crowd control. If we were to slap on Point Strike, 150% critical chance, it goes to 50% for primary without even considering something like Argon Scope, right? If you slap on Exposing Harpoon and actually use it, that means another 60%, so we're looking at 110% critical chance without Argon Scope. Of course, if you slap on Argon Scope, that means you're going to be going to something like 140% critical chance, so you're well within orange crit territory. If you don't know how critical chance critical multipliers work in Warframe, link the cards right now. It's a bit more convoluted than it may seem. Now, of course, when you have a weapon with this high critical chance, it's worth to get some critical damage, the base being 2.3, above average for the Harpak. So of course Vital Sense, and we're also going to be using bladed rounds for another 120% critical damage. Now this is what you would call a standard build. If you don't have Argon Scope, forget about it. Use something like more multi-shot with Vigilante armaments, and you also get that 5% chance to enhance crits as well, which in this case does provide a minute benefit. Damage with Serration, multi-shot with Split Chamber, of course Vital Sense, Point Strike, bladed rounds, Argon Scope, Exposing Harpoon, and everybody's favorite MuMu, Hunter Munitions. Now, let's try out the weapon and see how it performs. If you guys want to have a baseline to how it was before this augment, link in the cards right now for a full review on this weapon. Now, of course, we do gotta activate it, so let's go a little bit step by step so we can understand exactly what's going on here. First of all, with any Hunter Munitions build, the test is hit a target till about 50%, then watch the bleeds deal the damage. That's about 50%, and the value of the bleeds are up to 935, but that is without something like bladed rounds. More critical damage will mean higher value bleeds. Let's finish off the target. There, we're done. We got bladed rounds, and you'll see that the value of the bleeds should be going to roughly around 1500, give or take. Let's have a closer look. 1445, yeah, something like 1500. Now, let's use Exposing Harpoon, and we expose the Harpoon. You see the buff looks exactly like Argon Scope for the most part. It's the same clover-like icon there, and you will see that the value of the bleeds have gone up tremendously, up to 2.8k, 2798 there. So yes, the weapon augment adds a whole lot of power on the Harpak, and let's keep in mind that this weapon benefits from riven dispo, a 5 out of 5. That means a whole lot of critical damage, multi-shot critical chance, or damage on your rivens, if you're lucky with the roll. And you know what? Harpak rivens, not really that expensive. If you want to go for one, definitely do so. But this doesn't really change what the Harpak is. It's a burst rifle for the most part. As you can see, it has a climbing recoil, and that can be a tiny bit problematic. Not only that, but it also has a projectile-based attack, so there's a bit of travel time involved. As you can see, the travel time isn't really all that bad, and the weapon does shred high-level targets. And I think, my friends, that is pretty much it. No point in drawing this one out. It's a very clear weapon augment that does add a serious amount of power on the weapon. Definitely give it a try. It is mandatory on any Harpak build from my point of view. The only problem I see with the weapon augment, you gotta remember to use it. That would be pretty much it. If something like Argon Scope simply plays in to how you would play normally with a weapon, this one not so much. So just keep in mind to actually use the secondary fire mode of the Harpak, and you'll be all good. As always, my name is Leyzar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you have any sorts of feedback for me, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. Oh, also in the comment section down below, if you guys want to suggest any type of content, definitely, I am looking for some inspiration and all whatnot. You can also find me on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all the usual places. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.